right, welcome kings and queens. Listen, have a seat because we need to talk. Have a seat for real. Turn off any television, anything you got going in the background, run to your bathroom, whatever you got to do, close your car, go in your garage, go in your closet, but have a seat. We need to talk. One thing we can say, I think we can all agree on, is Love and Marriage Huntsville never disappoints from a blogging perspective. They stay out of control. One thing about this cast, be it right, wrong, or indifferent, we get consistent content from them. This reality show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, is so different in so many ways. And I mean that in the most polarized expression. So I've kept my ear close to the ground in these YouTube streets, and the rumor mill has been swirling. I'm going to say it again, just in case you're just tuning in. Have a seat, because this one we're going to have to walk through together. Like a cross-functional work group. We're going to have to peel this one apart together. Today, your thoughts are just as important as mine are. So as I'm checking in and I'm catching up on content from some of my favorite bloggers on YouTube, which are quite a few, I've been listening to some of you well before I thought of starting a YouTube page. So as I'm catching up, the next one up on my playlist was Sassy T V from the 803. And she shared a very interesting perspective. But listen, she presented such a well-rounded argument, I had to come back and do a review on her thoughts and share my perspective. Shout out to you, Sassy TV from the 803. I'm so glad you were able to share your thoughts because you just may be on to something. Let's get into it. But before we do, for those of you who are just tuning in, and or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Shiba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television. But most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
I try to take my time on this, but word on the street allegedly is, guess who's coming to dinner? Yes, yes, yes. It's alleged that the production team is gearing up to pull an old messy stunt of possibly bringing Arion on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Pause. Yell, kick, and scream if you need to, but take it to the altar. Take it to the altar, honey, because y'all know Carlos is all about moments. So Carlos don't give a damn what we think. Now, I don't put it past Carlos King. In one of my videos I shared, I believe Carlos. I believe that his strengths are also his weaknesses. Because of his need to succeed, I don't put it past him to pull a wild card, to drop a draw 4 and reverse on your ass. Hold on though. Before I get deep into this assessment, and I promise you I won't be long today. What do y'all think? Do you think he'd do it? Do you think he would go there for real? Do you think he would be willing to risk the outrage and pushback from the viewers? Drop it in the comments. I'm going to hold off on what I think. I want to give y'all time. So y'all won't say, she copied what I said. No, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Share your thoughts right now because I got something for y'all today. And you're going to be shocked. And you're going to be like, Queen Shiba, I disagree with you. Go ahead. Give me your thoughts. All right. Let's get into this assessment, honey, because this is kind of deep, but I can see it coming a mile away. If it's true, if it holds any weight. Now, this is just hypothetically. Now, many believe if indeed this rumor is true, it's a last-ditch effort to bogart Melody with yet another arsenal attack to sideswipe her and run her off the show. Are you following me? Most people believe that if Arion is coming on the show, It's a definite attempt to push Melody out. Is that what you're thinking? All right, follow me. Lean in very close. Let me whisper something in your ear. Arion has been extremely quiet lately. And the only time Arion has been quiet in the past is when she and Martell are on a good note. Are you still here? So if she and Martell are on a good note, there's 3 possible scenarios. Scenario 1, which would mean Martell and Sheree are not on a good note. That's scenario 1. Scenario 2, Arion and Martell are not on a good note, and Arion has decided for whatever reason to move on with her life. And we know that's little to none. Let's go to scenario 3. So we have a possibility with scenario 1. Martell and Sheree are not on a good note. As a result, Arion and Martell are on a good note. That's scenario 1. I'm not even considering scenario 2, but I had to put it out there just to be fair. Scenario 3. Someone, production, has dangled something more attractive in her face that far outweighs anything that Martell hoped could ever offer her. And that would be fame. And let me tell you about fame. It's a hell of a drug. Martell Holt can swindle and convince this lady unless he's up against fame. So I'm going to go with scenario 3. I think there's a possibility that someone, and by someone I mean an alleged producer, who needs to make a grand move to gear up next season. There's a possibility, if this is true, which I cannot confirm, let's just say if it were true, there's a possibility that an alleged producer may have reached out and could possibly have her on standby. If that's the case, if I were Arion, I wouldn't be worried about no damn Martell and Sheree. Y'all got to follow me closely. I wouldn't give a damn about my baby daddy right now. If there's an opportunity for me to get on television, I would be sitting back pretty in the cut. I'm not releasing no more gossip. I'm not going to gear up my YouTube. I'm going to do whatever these folks tell me so I can get on TV. Baby, it is chess and not checkers. Here's the thing, and here's where we may have to agree to disagree. If they bring her on, honey, I am here for it. Wait. Don't go anywhere. You've got to get out of your emotions and play this thing out play by play. Melody has been everyone's storyline for the past 4 years. No one has been forthcoming. And the entire cast has ganged up on Melody, including her ex-husband, whom she's now divorced. The Scotts have plotted for quite some time. Destiny jumped in the ring and threw a few slugs, threw a few punches. Martell literally issued the ultimate betrayal by trying to take full custody. Keep following me. But you got to stay out of your feelings. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to see this thing through. So Martell has moved dirty. Very dirty. He's damn near worn out his welcome on Love and Marriage Huntsville, to be honest with you. So now he's looking for a come up off of Sheree. It's chess, not checkers. Have you noticed Mel's sly grin when asked if she's returning next season? Yes, Melody. Yes, Queen. I see you, honey. I see you, and I love it. So there is nothing Coleslaw can offer to us as viewers when it comes to Melody. If Carlos decides to bring her on, The damage has been done with Mel and Tel. The marriage is over. It's been dissolved. The child is born, the outside child. What more can you talk about? Girl, we've moved on. Melody's moved on. Martell has moved on with several women. And Melody is now laughing all the way to the bank. So that would not make sense, y'all. Follow me. However, there's a lot of damage she can do when it comes to Martell and Sheree's relationship. And there's a hella lot of damage she can do when it comes to the Scotts 1.0 and 2.0. Woo! Listen, Carlos has been creeping while we were sleeping. It's chess and not checkers. And if this is true, allegedly, if this is true, if she's being brought on, she damn sure ain't being brought on to attack Mel. Like Stormy said, you ain't got to. She wouldn't want that smoke. It doesn't make sense. Think about it. Take a second to really think this out. When you're get out of your feelings, think about who the players are. Carlos King, who's not above a moment. Reality television. He was just up for an award. You don't get an award, baby, unless you create a moment. You can't come at Melody to create a moment. That would be like bah humbug. That's wore out, played out, is dumb. We're sending in letters. We're blacking out. He can't come back that way. Listen, but what I can do, if I were a producer, is to gas the Scotts up, make them feel good, encourage them to befriend her, and pretend as if I'm bringing her on to get Melody when I'm finna blow your shit up. I'm finna blow your spot up as a producer. You've been sitting pretty. You haven't really given us enough for TV. As a result, my ratings are suffering. There's been a backlash with your family. You've caused all kind of troubles. You know what? I got something for you. You want to twist my arm? I'm going to twist yours. But I'm not going to twist it. I'm going to bring somebody on that's going to twist it. But it would make sense for those tables to turn. And for her to be brought on to ambush the hell out of Martell and the Scotts and lay every detail on the table. Names, women, cheating dates, location, what position, when, what they ate, what color he wore, what trip, what time, all of that. Do y'all not remember when Mel said it's time that they start earning their paychecks? Y'all, see, y'all don't know Scorpios. Oh, it's time that you start earning your paychecks. This would be the slickest move in reality television. This would be the slickest move if this girl came on and aired out every single detail of what Marcel was really up to. And what if Mel knew all about it? And that's why she ain't worried about a thing. Don't worry, hey, about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. She is a producer. All right. So here's where I'm going with this. And it's just hypothetical. It's just is seriously hypothetical. If this is true, it don't make sense to bring that girl on to go at Mel. It's just, that's not going to give what it needs to give. I believe the Scotts have caused a lot of trouble for the producers. I believe they have been riding Cloud 9 for quite some time. And one thing we know about Carlos King, he is not above an ambush. I don't think he's coming for Melody. Tisha threw Carlos under the bus by accusing the production of trying to pay women to come on to say that they had an affair with Marcel. Miss Wanda has gotten Carlos in hot water for her egregious behavior. Martell is over on Bravo, acting like a permanent resident, being all ungrateful, unthankful. So much so, Martell doesn't even promote Love and Marriage Huntsville. He don't say shit about it. You wouldn't even think that he's an alumni. Destiny is whining and complaining, talking about how people are doing this and that's not me. Do this, ask Carlos King. Yeah. Calculate all of that. And I think just maybe, Carlos may be fed up with the privilege of it all. How the hell y'all gonna come in here on my shit and be lazy and not want to work? You won't film in your homes. You're giving me ultimatums. You're gonna quit if I talk about this, quit if I talking about that. And then then it's gotten so bad, you're making up stories so fake that the viewers are calling you out for a simple damn date night. Y'all, I think Carlos sees the error in his ways, but not out of his loyalty to anybody but himself. So let's not get it twisted. And if he brings that girl on, it will be to turn the world upside down against the Scots. Not only that, it'll put a huge dent in the relationship between Sheree and Martell, and it may create a bit of crossover and or overlap between the two networks. It'll snatch that broom right from underneath Marcel. Arion, listen to me. Listen to me closely. If you are coming on this show, you better bring it. Bring your little friend, the one that you said that's allegedly or have allegedly been involved with Marcel, and you better sing like a songbird, because anything else is going to ruin you. Don't fall for the okie doke. If you come, you come. I know it sounds wild, but that's why it's called entertainment. If he